Meetup. And topic for today is like we will going to see how we can create a agent force, how we can create the topics, and how we can create actions in the agent force. So we will take one of the use case like how we can do the case management using the agent force. So where we're going to see like how you can get the status of your case, how you can create a case using agent force, and how you can update or how you can add the comments to the case. So this is the use case we're going to see. If time permits, we will see how we can do the case summarization using the agent force. Okay, so this is the use case we're going to take in today's session. And if more time permits, we will see how we can enable the authentication with agent force. So if time doesn't permit today, so definitely we will doing this particular demo on the upcoming session on the Friday. So where we will see like if some user is trying to interact with agent force, so we need to authenticate that user, right? So we want to make sure like that user is a trusted user. So there is a way there is a way which we can like implement to enable the authentication. You will see that. So this is a like speaker for today's meetup, myself Jitendra Bapna, and manager for this meetup is Nitish Jain and myself Jitendra. So we both are like managing the Surat MuleSoft Meetup from last 3 4 years. Yeah. So yeah, so I hope everybody like knows about this this what I will say. Yeah, so we have a three badges, right? So in trailer there is a three badges related to agent force, or three levels basically: champion, innovator, and legend. Like if you are really interested in learning the agent force like from basic to some complex concept, right? So I suggest everyone to complete these three trails or these three levels. So once you complete first level, you will get a champion. Once second level, you will get an innovator. Third level, you will get a legend, basically, right? So I recommend everyone to just log into the trailhead and just start looking into all these three level and try to finish all these three levels. It is very useful, and I am 100% sure you will going to learn a lot of things. So I also started learning agent from this particular trailhead only. Okay, so let's recap what we have done in last two sessions. So we have done just when gone through what is the agent force. We have seen the architecture of agent force, like what how agent force works, right? So we have seen that. We have seen attributes of the agent force. So what are the different attributes of the agent force? Then we have seen a prompt builder, prompt template. Like we have gone through the field generation prompt template. Like we have gone through the record summary prompt template. We also gone through the prompt template. Then we also went through the sales email prompt template. Then we can call the apex code and sales flow into the prompt template. So these are the things we have seen. That I already posted a link in the chat, so where we are uploading all our recordings, so you can you can go through those recording if you want to learn all this all these things basically. So today what we will going to do, so today we will not focus on theory because like we just have a 1 hour. So we will focusing on doing some kind of demonstration. In my previous video I have already explained everything, like what is agent force, what is prompt builder, what is the architecture of agent force, what is atlas reasoning engine. So we have what is the five attributes of the agent force. We have already seen everything. So today we will going to create a service agent force. Then we will create a agent for assets. We will create a agent force topic. We will do the case management using agent force, like case creation, retrieving case status, updating the case comment, then case summarization using the agent force and the prompt template. So these are the demonstration we're going to perform in today's session. Okay, so this is the high level use case that we will going to implement using the agent force. So we have agent force. So the user will going to interact with the agent force. The user may provide the case number to the agent force, and it will ask agent force to retrieve my case status. So agent force will call the action, and depending on the action, like no, it will going to retrieve the case status. So in this case our action will be the auto launch Salesforce flow. Now if agent force, or like if user interacting with the agent force and he want like agent force to create a case on his behalf, right? So agent force will ask for some kind of details like description, like subject, what is the issues, like what kind of case you want to create. So those information you have to provide it, and then agent force will call this auto launch Salesforce flow, and that will going to create a case. Then third, like again we will have one of the more auto launch Salesforce flow. So where if user want to like update the comment, right? So like for example, if my case is getting delayed, the user want to update the comments, right? So user can just interact with agent force and ask agent force to update the comments on my ticket. So agent force will take care of that. Then we have a record summary. So if you are operational person, or like if you are like if you want to know the summary of your ticket, right? So you can ask Agentforce to just summarize ticket, what is happening with that particular ticket, right? So that is where like we will going to use the record summary prompt template as a action, and that will that will do the some case summarization. So let me correct this. So this is something called case summarization. Okay. Yeah. Any question? Are you clear what use case we will going to implement? Any question on that? No. Okay. Okay, so cool. Like let's we will start. So first thing we will going to implement this box. Like we will going to retrieve the key status, right? So we'll create a service agent called Surat service agent, and that will interact with a Salesforce flow to retrieve the key status. Let's get started. So the first thing, you can log into your Salesforce organization. So Salesforce is providing a free developer account which is enabled with a data cloud and Agentforce. So you can leverage that to learn your Agentforce. So, right, so once you log in, you will see this particular screen where you can just click on this gear button and you can just click on setup. As I already shown, like there are few things needs to be enabled. So you have to go to Einstein setup, right, and make sure these Einstein setups and everything is enabled. All these three things are enabled, right? So that is the first step. You need to turn on the Einstein, turn on a global language support for prompt builder, deploy prompt template, but make sure Einstein setup is at least enabled. Then I will search for agents. So once you enable the Einstein setup, right, you just have to refresh the page. Then you just search for the Agentforce agents, and make sure like you have enabled like your Agentforce toggle button is on. Then enable the default agent toggle button is on, and like this is your default agent, right? Then we can create a more agents basically. So once it is done, so you can just click on create a new agent. Okay. So once you create on the click on new agent, so it giving a various options. You can create like from template, you can create with the Gen AI, we will going to see in upcoming videos. But you can create a agent force employee agent. So basically like this agent is for internal employees, like for of the Salesforce basically, like or the person who is using this Salesforce organization, right? Then agent for service agent, so we're going to use this. So I will select agent for service agent. I will simply say next. So by default, you see like there are a lot of topics selected, right? We have a case management, account management, reservation management. So these are all topics already available, but I will just remove this all checkbox. I don't want to configure any out of box topic. I'll just remove all these things. Okay, we will create our own topics and own actions basically. So just remove that checkbox from like on all from all the topics. Here you can just say like what is your agent force, what is your role of the agent force. The AI customer service job help the customer to support question and support question. And then I can just say uh, doing case management. These descriptions are also very important. Deliver the personal concern AI at all. Agent for support the customer with the common inquiries, escalate then agent, and this will also help in doing case management, like case creation, retrieve case status, and case summarization. Okay, just provide some kind of description. What is the company? So you can give any company, like we are Surat MuleSoft Meetup group, help in sharing the knowledge, and just I'm just putting something, providing education tutorials, something like that. Okay, and like here you can just say new agent. Okay, and just say next. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, this name is already exist, so I can do Surat service agent. Let me change the name of API, Surat service agent. Okay, so just I will just say next. Here you don't have to select any data source basically. So this retrieve the data from the data cloud or any other sources. I will just say create. So this has created our agent force, which doesn't have any topic, right? doesn't have any topic. So topic can be like it kind of some functionality, right? So for example, account management. So you have a topic name account management. So that will have all the action related to account management. Like you have a topic called case management. So that will have action or related to case management, like order management. That will have a action related to all order management, like creating order, tracking order, then canceling order, initiate refund. So those are the all the actions can be part of order management. So what happens if you can have a multiple topic listed here, right? You can have a order management topic, you can have a case management topic, you have account management topic, you can have a reservation topic, right? So there are n number of topics, and each topic may be associated with one or more actions, right? Whenever you ask a question to Agentforce, right? So the Agentforce automatically select the topic depending on the question. If I ask what is the order status, so it will automatically select the order management, and like from order management it will automatically identify the action which can get the order status. So who is doing all these things? So Atlas reasoning engine. So Atlas engine is helping us you to identify the right topic and the right action from that particular topic to perform certain action, right? So that is where the Atlas, Atlas reasoning engine is very important. I will going to show you. So once I create a topic and like I create the action here, I will show like how the things are happening, right? So let's get started. So I will just create some topic, new topic. Okay. So this topic will be used to create case, retrieve case status, and case summarization. Just give some kind of description. It's not mandatory, but always I suggest to provide some kind of description. Okay, so here I want to give some Surat case management, because I already have a case management name, right? So I will just say Surat. So here you have to provide some kind of classification description, handles creating the case, retrieving case status, summarizing the case detail based on the user inquiry. Your job is it automatically generated. Your job only to assist the creating new cases, providing update existing status, summarizing the case details when requested by the, do not attempt address unrelated topic or inquiry. And I will going to update this instruction later. So for now I will just say next. Okay, and I don't want to select any action for now. I will just say finish. Okay, so let me ask here question, like I will refresh this. Can it get the status? So case status. Okay, so by default what it will do, right? It can find the case status, right? See, I currently don't have a capability to check case status, right? Because we don't have any action associated with this, right? So we need to create some kind of action that we can associate it with this, right? Then it can perform that particular action to find the case number. So for that, what I will do, I will go back to setup and I will start creating the flow. Any question till now? Any question? So any question, just ask me if you have any question. Like we have a Nitish. So Nitish, like you can just monitor the chat box, okay, or
Yeah, sure.
chat window, just monitor it in case if there's any question comes, I can take it.
Sure,
Okay,
Jackie.
okay, sure. So let me do one thing. Let's start creating a action. So for creating the action, like let me go to my diagram. So what we want to do, so I want to retrieve this case status. So I will create a Salesforce auto launch flow. Okay, so I will pass a case number, right? Agentforce will pass a case number, and depending on the case number it will retrieve the case status. Great, so let's go ahead. So I will just say flow. I will click flow, and I can just say new flow. Then I can select auto launch flow. Auto launch flow, so auto launch flow can be triggered by any other external system, or maybe Agentforce, or any other thing, right? No, so this is my auto launch flow, right? So it will take the input variable as a case number. So I will declare one variable, case number. Okay, so provide the description. This is input variable that stores the case number. Okay, now select the data type. What is your data type? It is a text, and it is available for the input. Okay, so we have declared our variable. Once we declare our variable, we can get a case status. So for that I will just say get record. Simple. So I can just say get case details. Okay, so this component will retrieve the case status and case details. I can use select the object. So our object name is case, right? So this is the object name. Now I can compare with a case number, right? So case number is a field, and I have to compare with a case number, which is my input variable, right? So it will always return one record, so we don't have to worry about that. And I want to choose the field basically, right? So what I have to do, I want to choose the field, right, in separate variable. Okay, or I can just say trigger. Okay, here I can pass this as a new resource. So here I can directly pass this as a case. Okay, so I can just say variable, and I can just say obj case. This, okay, so here you can say this is the record that have case details. Okay, so it is of type record, and this is also available for the output. Here you can select the case. So this is my output. You can just say done. Okay, so I get the record, and here you can select the fields. So what are the fields you need to send? Okay, so like in case we have a something called status I need to send, that's for sure. If you want some additional field back, you can do that. So I can just say something called case number, I can send it, or case origin, right? And I can send more details, like I can send case, case region, I can send description, subjects, so these are the fields I need to return in my obj case subject. So uh, whatever, like I can put some more. Let's see if I can find case number. Okay, so these are the details I need to return. I will just save it. I can just say Surat Agentforce case get, or okay, get case status is okay. This flow or this component will retrieve the case status and details. Not this flow, I will say. Just save it. Okay, just save this. Okay, so there is some error. Let me check. Let me check what is the problem. Case number equal to all condition met case. Everything is good here. Obj case. Let me check obj case. Okay, let me close this. Let me check this variable whether I assigned the case correctly available for output, which is done. Okay, so let me save this. The element has an invalid reference case. So let me check. Status is right, origin is right, region is right, description is right, and choose only first record. Case number is equal to case number. Yeah, I don't see any issue here. Okay, so let me, I have an already flows already ready, so I will just show you. So something like I don't have to recreate this again. So let me do one thing. Let me search for case. Okay, Agentforce. Okay, so we have something. I'll show it here. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so this is the flow which I've created basically, and like get case status. I think I need to change the name. of the flow. Maybe let's see. Surat, this flow will Surat agent force get case number status by case number. Let's see if it's all okay. Let me save this. Yeah, some
Jitendra, can you remove the case number in the output field and save it?
okay. Yeah,
I'm
that
just suspecting on that because it's in the filter condition as well.
yeah might be okay.
Yeah,
So
in the output section.
yeah, give me a second.
Yeah,
That might be issue. I think you are right. Let's see. Okay. So I don't think that is the problem.
no,
Okay.
yeah,
Duplicate value found. So let me check subject, status, origin, region. Okay.
maybe you
So
can remove all other fields except keeping one field in the output.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do because it should not be like that.
Yeah,
First record, which is correct. Case number equal to case number. All condition met. This is the case object. Let me again select the case object. Okay. Let me check this variable also. Not this one. Available for input text, and this is the case number, which is okay. Okay, so that's fine. So we have something like so we can use this flow. So I already have created one flow ready. So it's the same thing like so we have auto start flow basically. We have already created this flow, get case details basically, right? So maybe I think I'm suspecting somewhere. Okay.
Is it for the object case variable that one you created that?
Yeah, I feel like that only. Give me a second. So this is the only flow giving the error. Yeah, this is the flow. Okay. So let me check this. Something is happening here. OBJ case, which is right, available for. This is also correct. Like I don't see any issue here also.
The name is it need to be unique?
No, no, the name doesn't matter. Let me show advance. I think we can do something from here. Auto launch flow. This is okay. Give me a second. It will fix. Okay. Okay. Let's do one thing. I will just recreate the new flow. Okay. So I don't want to waste the time. It will not take much time. So I will just use the auto launch flow. Sometime it happens. Okay, even we are creating everything correct, so it may happen. I can just say get records, and I can declare again a two variable very quickly. So I can just say new resource, which is of type variable. I can just name as a case number. So I can just say stores the case number. Okay, let me select the type equals to text, which is available for the input, which is done. Okay, so I can just say get case details. Okay, just I can select the object as a case, and I can just say case number is equals to case number, and let me declare one more variable quickly. So I can just say variable, uh, I can just say obj case. uh, I will just put the description later. So available for output case, just done. Okay, and I want just choose the field, and here I can just select as a obj case, and I will just say status, Then I can add some field. I got the problem in previous. This ID was for 2 time, I think, right? That is the causing the issue. Okay, so we can, let's see, description, subject. Then let me get one more field. So maybe I can get a status, subject, case type, and I can add case region. Okay, so let's save it, and I can just say Surat Agentforce get case by case number. Okay, just save it. So see, we have created in the same way, but there is a no error now, right? So I will just activate this quickly. I will debug it. So I can put, I have one case number 1019 to make sure this is running properly. Okay, so let's see it able to retrieve the details. Okay, so successfully found the record and save this in the field. Yeah, it is working. So I can, like, it's already activated. Okay, just say edit flow, deactivate. I will activate this again. Okay, so this is the first step we have done. So now I will go back to setup and I will go back to assets. Okay, so we have a agent for assets. In agent for assets we have a topic and action. So I will go to actions. So you can click on new agent action. So here you can select a flow, and the flow which we have created just now, so which is Surat Agentforce by case number. Just say next. Here, like, you have to provide the instruction. What is this doing? So retrieving the case using case number, or I can say retrieving the case status and details. This is very important, like, you need to give. So you can give a loading text, retrieving the case status dot 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 dot. So whenever it will retrieve, right, so it can show this message to you. So Agentforce, whenever Agentforce is retrieving case, it will give a loading text. Here case number I will use, I will pick from the user, right, collect data from user. Obj case, this will hold case details like like status, case type, region, etc. And you have to show this in the conversation. Yeah, you can show in the conversation because I want to see the status, right, in the conversation. Just say finish. So now we have done this. We will go back to our Agentforce, right? So agent builder, I will refresh this page, reload. I will go to case management, dismiss this. I will go to topic action. I can just say new and add from asset library. So I already created a Surat one, right? So I can use this. Just say finish. Okay, so this part is done. Now go back to topic. I want to add some instruction. So I can remove all this instruction which is already there. I already written some of the instruction with me. Okay, so I can write it now, but we don't have a much time. So I have written somewhere. So we can have always, like, we can always ask clarify question when needed to ensure the complete accurate data. So we have to collect some data from user, and after each action provide a clear outcome message indicating the success or failure, such as a confirmation of creating it. So I copy this. This is my first instruction. I will just paste it there. Okay, let me go with second, to summarize the, so summarize we will use later. Okay, so always case management such as creating case, adding comment, checking state. For the case correct the mandatory field like include subject, description, reason, channel type, and email. If any required information is missing, especially the email, do not proceed and display the relevant error message. To add comment or check status, always ask the for the case number. If it is not provided, inform the user that you cannot proceed without it. So we need a case number, right, to get the case status. So I will add this also. So here you are providing the instruction to Agentforce what you have to do. right? So I will just paste this. Let me see if any relevant instruction is there. Okay, so if verification is succeed, that leave it, summarize. Yeah, so that's enough. Like two instruction is enough. So I'm covering most of the thing. I will save it, refresh this. Now I will ask Agentforce. Hi, please provide case status. Okay, could you? It asking, could you please provide me a case number? 0001019. Okay, so the case status is 00 is closed, and the case was related to it. Also provides some additional information, which is good, right? But it also provide the status, which is closed, right? I can ask like directly like this: provide case status 000103132. So these are the some few case status. So it is saying this case is new, right? And the case is related to test account, and the reason is test. And if you need any further, feel free to ask. So it is already providing me the case status. Let I will ask some wrong number. Provide case status 0001090. This doesn't exist, I think. Okay, it appears that there is no information available for case number this. Please double check the case number and try again. If you need further assistance, feel free to ask, right? So this is my first demo. Anybody have any question? So I can move it to the second demo, which that will be more complex one. Any question? So when you create this Agentforce, the instructions are very important, right? What instruction you are giving? In my instruction, I clearly mention, if user is not providing the case number, right? So like if you don't know the case number, always ask the user for the case number basically. So whenever I just ask for the case status, so what Agentforce done? It asked me for the case number. What is your case number? So I can identify the right case. In the second prompt I gave, find the case status for this number. So the Agentforce haven't asked me for the number basically, right? It automatically recognized that case number basically, right? And it identified the status. I forget to show you one thing, right? So let me do one thing, like there's a very important thing. So I can just say case status 0001018. So I want to show you something, like I want to show you how this reasoning atlas reasoning work, right? So here you can see the case status number is closed. So let's see here. So right now I provided something, yeah, here. So yeah, so I provided something called I find the case status for 00109. So it identify what is the topic it's needed, right? So it automatically identifies Surat case management. There can be multiple topic here. Right now we have a one, so that's why like it automatically select that. So Surat case management. So it's saying it have a two instruction. So I already provided two instruction and one action. Now what one of the thing you have noticed here, so we have declared one variable case number in the auto launch flow. It automatically map that case number with that case number variable, right? And it able to generate the output. And it also able to, this is my action that has been performed, right? It also able to identify what is the right actions need to be performed. I haven't never mentioned like whenever I ask for the case status, you perform this action, right? I haven't never. So what is happening whenever you are providing whatever instruction, whenever you are adding the assets in assets, whatever description you are providing with it, this is very important, right? So that is how the atlas reasoning engine can identify, depending on the instruction, depending on the description you have provided, it can automatically identify what is the right action and what is the right topic I need to choose. So this is very important, right? And finally, like you get this output here, you can see obj case and whatever field we mentioned, right? Status, description, right? And type and id, those are the information we got it, right? So that is how it like atlas reasoning engine works in the behind. So this is where so it just collect all this information, all the description, all the instruction which you have given. Depending on that, it identify right topic and then it identify the right action. Yeah, any question before I move into the second demo? No question. Okay, so now the next thing, I want to create a case. Okay, so it is like the Agentforce, like I will provide some kind of fields to the Agentforce. Like Agentforce will ask you some kind of fields, right? So provide me description, provide me like some kind of case region, case type. For example, like here I will ask, I want to create a case. Let's see what agent does. So it is asking me for this field, right? Because if you see in my instruction, I already provide the instruction for the case creation, right? So here I already asked the agent, like, if you see, so for case creation, collect all mandatory fields including subject, description, region, channel, and the email or origin, whatever you call it, right? So these are the information you collect it, right? If email is not provided, do not proceed and display relevant error message to add comment or check. Let's do one thing. So what I will do, I will create another flow. I will close all this thing, right? I don't want this. Okay, so let me go back to flow. I will create one more auto launch flow. I will just say new flow. I will just say auto launch, auto launch. Okay, so now I want to create a few input variables, right? So I will create an input variable called description. So what is description? Okay, so stores the description of case. Okay, what it will be? It will type of text, and it will always available for the input. Okay, that's a first variable. What expecting, like description, subject, and reason. So I will declare one more variable called subject. Store subject for case, which is of type, again, text, which is available for input. Now I can just say region, or I can simply say case region. Okay, so store the region for case. Then, like, you can simply say something called, like, text available for input. Just say done. I can declare more variable. Then what are the email and origin? Email. Okay, so this is a contact email for which case needs to be created. Okay, then just say text and just say available for the input. So now another thing, like, I will just make sure, like, uh, variable. So we have want a case origin, channel, or origin from where case is created. So again I will just say text available for input. Okay, the first thing, as soon as, like, I want to check the email id, so whatever email id is provided, that exists or not, right? So for that, like, I will just get records. So here I can say get contact details. Okay, and I will use the contact object. So because case is linked with the contact object, right? So here I will just say email. If email is equal to my email variable, right, all record automatically. I just don't want to do here. I will use decision shape. In decision I will just say email exist. Okay, in defaults I will just say email doesn't exist. Okay, so these are the two variables. So here, like, in first condition, like, what will be the condition? The get contact detail output should not be null, right? So get contact detail is null, false. Okay, so I will just say email exist or not. So we have checked that whether email exists or not. If email exists, then you just create a case. Otherwise, no need to create a case. So email exists here. So I will just once email exists, I can use a create a record. So create case. Okay, record. So I can just say manually, and object name will be the case. And here you can start adding the field. So I can just say description. I have to map description with variable description. Then case region, I want to map with input variable called case region. Then case origin, then I can just say case origin. We have more fields, I think. So what is the subject?
Uh, Jitendra, you first description you select the input itself into the first.
This one?
No, no, the description, the first field. You select that the input field into the left hand side.
Yeah, this is correct. So we have to, this is the fields, right? And this is the value. So this is input value basically, right? Which is correct, na? So here we have to fill, we have to select the field, right? And the value will be the input value, right? So this is correct.
Okay.
And then we have to provide email address or something called contact. Okay, we have to give a contact ID also. So for that, so I can get contact. So I can get the contact ID, right? And email address, and I can map with email. Okay, so what I've done here, like, just map description, case ID, subject, contact ID I've retrieved from here, right? So that's what, an email address, I just pass it from there. Then I can do some kind of assignments. So I have to go to, variable. I will declare one variable output message, outcome message, and I can just say case is created successfully. This will be my text, and this will be available for the output done. Okay, just say success message, and here I will just put value case created successfully, right? If you want to pass a case ID also, right, so I can do that, right? So I can just say new variable case ID. Okay, and I can just say this stores newly generated case ID, and it can be type of text. This is available for output done. Then I can assign from where I can get the case ID from create case, right? So this is, I can get the case ID from here. Okay, then I can use assignment failure message. So I can assign to outcome variable only, outcome message case creation failed. Let's save it. Hopefully there is a no error this time. Agentforce create case by email or by contact email. Okay, this will create case for the contact using email. Save it. Hopefully no error. Good. So there is a no error, so we can test it. I will not activate it. So I can just say case origin web, case region, I can just say test. I can just say test. Let's see if I put some email, wrong email ID, what happens. I can just say test, run it. Okay, so detail, the case creation is failed, right? Because I provide a wrong email ID. Let me find a right email ID. So I can just do from here. I can go to cases. Sorry, I can go to contact. I can, like, contact. I can take this Arthurson, and let me do one thing. Let me find his email ID. So I can go to details. Okay, this is his email ID. Copy this. Okay, let me retest it. So debug again. Only I will change the email ID. Just say run. So this time two variable updated, where we get the case create successfully. Okay, and case ID. So I will just change bit message. It's case created successfully. Okay, so Just save it. Just activate this. Good. So now we go back to our assets. Either you can go to assets or directly you can go to Agentforce Builder also. Just refresh this page, reload, right? Go to Suraj topic, go to topic action. You can just say create new action, and I will select the flow, and I can just say Surat Agentforce contact by email. Next, this will create a case for the contact email, and I can just say creating case. This is just a loading text, right? And input variable, this is required input, collect from user, right? You have to collect from user, right? So same thing goes with this also. We will collect from user. Again, description also collect from user. Email has to be collect from user, and then subject is also collect from user. Then what is the output? So case id I want to show in conversation, then case is created successfully, I want to show in conversation. Let me finish this. Okay, and I think I already put the instruction for case creation. I can refresh this page. Okay, hi, yeah, I would like to create a case. Okay, it is asking me to provide the subject. TV is not working, just okay. Now I provide the subject. It will say you have to provide the description. TV is not working since 10 days. Now it will say provide the reason. You can provide everything together also. Reason, low performance, comma, origin. I can just say web and email. So I want to find the email. Again, I will copy the same. Okay, so something is went wrong. So it not able to create the case. So case, email, description, subject, case, origin, everything has been mapped properly. So TV is not working, like, so let's see. So let's go to flow, and what happened. So I can see that create case, email address is mapped to email, like contact id. We get the contact id and we map the contact id with this, which is okay. Okay, so let me see one flow, like, one of the flow I created. So it's the same thing. I don't know why it's not create the case by contact. Something I missed out here. Okay, create a case record. Okay, get case yeah, because I think I forget, once you create the case record, this is right. So get the contact detail, case creation, subject, contact id, everything is correct. Okay, okay, only one of the thing I don't, I was suspecting that also. Like, let's do one thing, delete this email, because email is linked with this particular thing, right? So just save it. Let's see. I think success assignments, like, case ID from create case, okay, which is okay. And let me see why it's getting case record. It is just returning the case number. Okay, good. Like, one of the thing I want to do, it we get only case ID here, right? We don't get the case number. I want to return a case number, which is fine. Like, I can do that. So for that, I can do get records here. It's very simple thing, like get case records. Okay, so here I can select the case object. So once you create the case, right, we have a case id but we don't have a case number, right? So I just forget that to do that. So what I can do, case id is equals to from previous record, right? Create, where is create? Okay, case id from the case id. So that is what we have to do. So now what we have to return, right? Automatically filled, that's fine. Like, let's see if I can. It should be the, I will just create a case number again. Okay, so new resource, I will delete that case id variable. Case number stores the case number, text available for output, done. Okay, so we have done the case number. So I can get the case number from get case. Okay, not this one. That's it. Okay, this is the case number. Let me save this again. Save as a new version. Save. Whether I've done the assignments here, yeah. Okay, so activate this. Now what we have to do, like, now we have done some changes. So first thing, like, go back to Agentforce and remove this action, like, create case, remove from topic. Okay, so let me check. Case origin, everything is okay. Okay, which is good. So we have done this. Then one more thing you have to do, so you have to go to assets and you have to remove that from your assets basically, otherwise you cannot again add it, because we have done some changes there. So also I forget one thing, return the case number. This is the one, right? Not this one. Yeah, Surat one. So you remove, like, you have a case id, right? I think I forget to remove that case id. Let me search. Yeah, I don't want this case id to be written. Delete this. Just save as a new version. Okay, just activate this. Okay, so let me go back to assets. Click here, go to action. So you will see all the assets you are adding, all the actions you are adding from there, right? You can see it here. Okay, so let me search my Surat one. Surat case create. So this is the assets. So I can delete it from here. So I can re-edit. Okay, so go back to your agent builder. Just say new, create new action. Just say flow, uh, and go back to your okay Agentforce create case by email id. Next, so I will just remove this loading text. I will just say required collect input. Okay, everything I will just again mark. Okay, so simple. And I want to store the case number. I want to show the case number in filter, and whatever outcome message I want to show in the conversation. Let's see, it's able to create the case now. Let me refresh this. Create case. So I can just say subject. I will just put test for quick. I can put description, test. I can put reason, test. I can put channel. I can just say phone, or I can say web, and I can say email. I have an email. Enter. Yeah, now the case is being created successfully. Let's check. Let's go to Arthur Sung and just say related account. Let me refresh this. So you can see this case has been created successfully, because the first time I done the mistake, right? So email already, we are already passing the email. It's already available in contact, right? We don't have to re-edit again. So here you can see the case has been created by Einstein service agent user, right? Any question? Any question on this? So before, like, now I want to add the comments basically. So we will create another flow where we can add the comments. So depending on the case number. Any question?
So when you are creating a flow, if it is a big flow, we already updated as a new version, right? When you are updating, but still we again remove it again and adding it into
Yeah,
the
what happens?
action.
So, like, what is happening here, right? Because I've added the additional field basically, correct, right? So I've added the additional field as compared to previous flow. I have added the additional field, right? So that is the one of the reason, like, I have to re-edit, like I have to remove, I have to re-edit. The other approach is that either you can rename as a v1, right? You can rename as a v1 and then you can add as a v1 basically. So you can use the versioning approach here basically, right? But for now, for this particular demo purpose, right, it's a very small flow and I just want to show it, right? So that's why I've removed it and I just edit it again. But in your case, you can just, version it basically. V1 like V2. So basically, like, so in go to asset library and you can just add the new version basically, right? And you can just select what is the user that you need to do it, like Pinaki.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So now we have created the case successfully. The next step, like, we want to update the case comment. So how the case comment works? So we have a case as a parent table, and the case comment is the, like, child object. So there is a parent-child relationship, right? So what we want to do, like user want to add the comments to the case basically. So how like how we can do it from the Agentforce. So I will ask, I want to add comments for case 0001034. So before that, I want to show you something, right? So I haven't shown this one. So I gave the prompt, like, I want to create a case, and I, like, Agentforce asked me these are the fields you need to provide. So I provided all this field, right? So once I provided all this field, right? So if you see, this particular topic have a two instruction which we have provided, and two action. One is to create a case, one to return the case status, correct? So now next thing, like, if you see, it automatically identify the action. For case creation, I want to choose this action, right? And it automatically map all the variable properly, like case origin, subject. These are the all input variable in our auto launch flow, right? So I haven't done mapping anywhere. I just provide the right description. It automatically map all the variable properly, like sub case origin with the wave, like this subject with test, whatever. Like it also map the email ID properly, right? And then if you see the outcome, we get this, outcome case created successfully, right? Let's do one thing, like, before that, I want to create case. What happens in the negative scenario? Okay, I will just say subject again, test, origin, I can just say phone, I can say region, test, contact email. I will provide some wrong email, test@test.com. Okay, then it will ask me for one more thing, provide reason. I haven't provided description, I think. Even you are doing spelling mistake, it's enough intelligent to identify. So it looks like the origin and contact fields typo. Okay, okay. So once I have corrected, I can proceed. Yes. Okay, please provide. So I have to provide the correct spelling. Generally it does it sometime. Okay, now email, test@test.com. The case creation failed. It seems there was a issue with the provided detail. Could you please verify the information and try again? Like, so that is like, because of some email, like, so maybe, like, we can ask him to display the outcome message, right? So you can just update your instruction where you can say display the message from outcome message variable, right? So that is also possible. You can do that, right? So here you get this outcome message as a case creation failed basically, right? So here we get the case creation field, right? I have would have provided more detail the case creation field because of invalid email, right? So those kind of information I would have provided. Yeah, so depending on that, it generate the message. So yeah, it's enough smart to change the message also. So here I haven't put the but it able to do that, the case creation failed, right? Yeah. So let me go and create another flow. So let me do that. So where I have to update a case comment on the case depending on the case number. So I will just say flow, new flow. I can just say auto launch, auto launch. Okay. The first thing, I will again declare a input variable called case number. So I want case number as my input variable. Stores the case number and it is unique. You can provide some more description, it will always good. Just say text, I will get this as the input. Okay, so for updating the case I want a case id, but with case number I cannot do that, right? I want a case id. So for that I will use the get records to get the case id depending on the case number. So I can just say get case details, I can just select case object, right? And here I can just select as a something called like a case number. I will map with a case number variable. Okay, just save it. I can just say Surat Agentforce add case comments by case number. Just save it. Okay, we get the record. Now I will check a decision save. Okay, so here I will just say case number exist. Okay, case exist or not, question mark. Okay, so here I'm just saying case number exists, then I can just check for case from get case is null. I want entire resource is null, false. If it is not null, right, then it exists. If it's null, it doesn't exist, right? So I can simply put here once it exists, right? So what I can do, I can add the comments. Okay, so let me bring this here. I can use a create record. So I can just say create case comments, and here I will just say manually. Here you search for object called case comment, which is a child object to the case. What are the fields needs to be updated? The first thing you need to make sure publish equals to true. This you can hard code it. So whatever comments I'm passing, you have to publish it. Then body, right? So for body from where? So I will just create the input variable called comments. Okay. So I will expect this from user. This is comment that needs to be add on case. I will just say text, and this is my input variables done. Now I have to provide a parent ID, because it's a child relation, parent child relationship between case and case comment. So now how can I get the child? I can get from case, from get case detail. I can search for case ID. Okay, so we have done this. Now here I can simply say, so I can just use message assignment, and here I can just create a new message variable. I can say outcome message. uh, this is message that will tell whether comments are added or not. I can just select as a text, I can just say available for the output. Okay, simply uh, success message, comment added to the case successfully. Okay, now again here I will put the message assignments and failure message, outcome message. Okay, I can just say message failure while adding comments to the case. Okay, so I will just, let's see, save it. Hopefully there will be no error. Any question on this flow? Like, it's a very simple flow. So what I'm doing like I'm getting two input, case number and the comments, which I will expecting from the user. Then we are getting the case detail, then checking case exists or not. If case exists, then create a case comment. So for creating the case comment, we are using the object called case comment, which is the child object to the case. Then we are assigning the success message. In case if it's failure, if case doesn't exist, we are saying failure message, failure while adding the comments to the, or I can simply say case doesn't exist. Okay, just save it. just activate it. Great. So go back to your Agentforce builder. Just I will refresh this page. Okay, go back to here. I can add from action from here also. Create new action. Again, I will just say flow. So there is a two way. Either you can go to Agentforce assets to create an action, or you can create from here also. And whatever action you are creating here, it will be going to visible in the asset Agentforce assets also, right? So this is my agent. Okay, I will give some. You need to give an instruction. This is okay. I will simply say it will add comments to existing case depending on case number. Okay, I will just I can just say adding comments dot. Simply case number I will require input, I will collect from user. Comments also it's a required input and you need to collect it from user. Then like this particular message you can show in conversation the outcome message and you can just say finish. Okay, let refresh this. I will ask please add comments to case 00010119. Sure. So could you please provide the comments would you like to add? So what I will just say, please provide me a status on my case, why it is delaying. I can simply ask this question, enter. So the comment has been added successfully to this case 000109. Let's check. So I can go to case, right? So I can go to 001. So you can see please provide me status on my case why it is delaying, right? So it you can see the it's a Einstein service agent user, so it has already added the comment successfully, right? So also at the same time I can ask could you please get status for case. So here it get the status for case. Please add more comment to this case. Okay, please it is also asking whether you want to add the comment for this. Yes, so please provide me resolution sooner. Okay, the comment is added. So I want to show you here, like so it automatically select the Surat case management topic and it automatically select the action called Surat Agentforce add case comment by case number, where we pass the comment, it automatically map the comment with that comments variable which we have defined as an input variable in our flow. Then also case number it automatically map, right? Then the outcome message comment is added successfully, right? So that is what reasoning. So we have a reasoning here, right? So this is the atlas reasoning. It select the right topic, it select the right action, right? So even like see we have a more upcoming demo, right, where we will add more and more topic and you will see here like if you are asking anything related to order it will automatically pick the order topic. If you are asking anything related to case it will automatically be case related topic. So like that, right? So it and you have already seen that once it select the topic it also select the right actions that need to be performed, right? So you can write the actions in pro like flow, you can call the external apis, you can write the action in the apex code. We are going to see everything in upcoming Surat MuleSoft meetup, right? Any question before I get into one more last demo?
So, Jitendra, so it's all about that we are connecting with the particularly today's session is only that Salesforce like a case management. So
Yeah,
if it is like a suppose like I'm going to create a case at the service now, then I need to create a API and then make a MCP
yeah.
server and
So
then I need to connect.
correct. Or without NC, like if you have a API already, right? So if
Mhm.
you have APIs, like if you are creating the case and you want to sync that case with a service now, right? So
Mhm.
service now might be having the API, right? So you
Yeah.
can call that particular API. You can configure those API either via Apex code. You can configure that API via flows also, right? And like also there's other ways also, like you can configure those APIs, right? And you can call that API as soon as like you can instruct the agent. Once you create the case in Salesforce, you create that same case in the service now. I will going to show that demo, not on the case management. I have something on the book management, right? So they will be where it's not always MCP server, right? So like without MCP server you can do the call to API, Pinaki.
Okay, but how it will be like if it is a protected with that OAuth or any any
Yeah,
token
we
based?
have something concept called name credentials, right? You have heard about the name credentials in the Salesforce, right?
Yeah.
So I will go in next demo. We will going to show I will going to showcase something where we have to do the book management, and so like via Agentforce we are going to retrieve the books, and I want to purchase the book and I have to do the payment, right? So we call external APIs to do the payment via Agentforce. Like it can be a dummy API, right? So where it is enabled with some kind of authentication mechanism, right? So in Salesforce, there is a concept called name credentials and external credentials, right? So where we can configure all these things like Pinaki, and like we can call this name credentials into your like Salesforce flow or Apex class, and that can be Apex class and Salesforce flow can be called into the Agentforce.
Okay.
So
And, and another thing, is there any concept like a to caching, and that suppose like we are fetching the details on the case number,
mhm,
and it's that case number, if I'm just trying to fetch the same again and again, is
mhm.
there any kind of concept like how it's like MuleSoft is handling, right? A cache in from the Salesforce side, when it's like when you are creating the flow, like I can see like a very minimal option. Like, is there any kind of like a transactions kind of things, like if it is like a
Yeah,
creating.
agent coding is not about the transactions, right? So it's about conversation, right? So like it's kind of like you are talking with doing some kind of conversation, right? So it is mostly you are interacting. Like if you want to do some kind of like transactions and all these things, right? So that you can have a API. So agent force is capable of calling all these APIs and everything, right? So you can manage all these things there itself, like Pinaki, right? It's depend on like how you're writing your API, right? How you are managing it, how you are calling that API using action in the agent force, right? So you can do there, like, but if you're asking agent force to store all these things, that I don't think it's possible, like Pinagi, right?
Mhm.
Correct.
Yeah. And another thing is like a debugging mode. We are not able to see like a what's happening to the particular calls, like how it's like a logging kind of things. Is there any
No,
kind of
it is
things like?
happening, right? It is happening. Like you can see everything. Like if you see, you can see everything here. Like what is happening. Like if you see the what is the prompt used, like what it is doing, right? What time taken, everything is there, right?
Yeah, but when it will be like production, or when it will be like a server, like how it will be
Yeah,
like
there
checking.
is some kind of logging. I will going to show in upcoming. We have a testing center. We have a logging. Everything is there. I will going to show. Don't worry about that, Pinaki.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, there is everything there. Okay, I will going to showcase that. Okay, so let me go to the last demo because like it will not take much time, but I want to show that demo basically. So I want to do the case summarization. So in last video, like previous session, I've already shown like we have something called record summary template, right? So we can make use of those record summary template. And like Pinagi, like one of the more thing, like we can enable the authentication also. If I'm interacting with this particular agent force, right? How agent force will come to know you are like authenticated user. Right now you log into Salesforce, right? It might be like sometime you may embed this particular into some lightning web application or something external web application, right? So where you want to make sure like the authenticated user, right, no, using this agent force, right? So we have that particular concept also. So I will going to show that concept where like if you are trying to create a case, so I want to make sure like the case is created by trusted user, right? So there's a I want to enable the multi-factor authentication for that. So those concepts are also available. So I will going to showcase all these things. In we have a lot of meetups on the this agent post. I'm going to showcase everything, right? No, yeah, prompt builder. Also, we have some demos on like how we can use lightning wave types or lightning wave GUI, right, in the agent force. So basically, like currently we are getting some this kind of simple normal response. Like if you want some kind of interactive response, right? So like you want the response in the form of cards basically. So this particular response should display in the cards with some kind of good graphical user interface, CSS. So we're going to see all these things also. Okay, so let me go to prompt builder. Here I can just say new prompt template. I can use a record summarization prompt template. So I can just say Surat record summarization, Surat, not Surat, Surat agent for case record. Okay, here you can select the object for it will be case. Then you just say next. Okay, here you can start writing your prompt. So I can just say as a AI assistant, please provide the summary of case, which should include priority, case region, description, subject, summary analysis of external and internal comments. Case status is done. Case status, case type is escalated. Okay, highlight the following. In case is escalated, high priority case, delayed case. Okay, so apart from that, like I can just say, like, provide me summary in 2 3, or I can just say 3 paragraph, and it should be professional, concise, and no bullet points. Okay, so now what I can do, I have to grounded the values, right? So either I can go to case and I grounded each and every value, right? So whatever value I want it, right, I can ground it. Like I want case number, I can just put the case number. I want case region, I can put the case region. But there's a something called record snapshot, right? So the record snapshot will have all the detail related to that particular case and all the related object details, right? So I can use the record snapshot where it is gone. So I can use something, I can put the record snapshot. I will just say put case number also. Okay, let's see preview. I can just say 000, something will come, and just say preview. So I got something like case identifies this, like, whatever, like, so I got the 3 page or 3 paragraph summary which I mentioned, right? So I get that summary, right? And it, despite being marked as a load, the case has been delayed as a evidence by significant type gap between its creation and the closure, right? It automatically does that, right? What is the creation date and what is the closure date, and it says whether it's delayed or not, right? So those kind of information is automatically generated. I can just activate this. Okay, I can go to my Agentforce builder. I can refresh this page. I can just say Surat case management. I can go to this topic action. I can just say new, create new action. This time I will select prompt template, right? So which is the prompt template? I just create Surat Agentforce case summarization. Next. Okay, so this will be generating the case summary. Okay, I can just say generating the case summary. What is the input object? It is expecting a case. Okay, input is the case. So this is required input. Yeah, this is required input, but it cannot be collected from the user, right? So user cannot give a case. We can collect the case number from the user. From that case number, it will automatically like extract the case record, right? And it will send it to the generate summary. So this is case details. Okay, so and here it will generate a prompt response. I just want to show in the conversation this particular prompt response. Let's some finish it. Just okay, let me refresh this. Hi, can you please provide case summary? Okay, I want to give a case number. So it is generating the case summary. Okay, so something is not work here. API name 00109 and ID is 00001019. So it took some wrong ID basically, right? So it's not able to generate the summary. So what I can do, I can go to my instruction. Let's see if I put some instruction. So I have an instruction for the case summary, right? So I want to put that because I want to tell my case summary, like, so like whenever you generate a summary, right, you need to extract the case object, right, case details basically. So let me copy this. I will show you. Yeah, this is. So I want to retrieve the case record first, right? I haven't mentioned in my summary, in my instruction. So here I am saying to summarize the existing case, first retrieve the case record using Agentforce get case status by number, right? So here I can define the action. Let me duplicate this. So I want, first I want to retrieve the case record because I want a case ID, right? Without case ID, I cannot do the summary. So first thing, let me go to topic action. So what is the case number? So copy this. This is my action name. I can not this one. Open this. You get an action name. Copy this, and I can go to my agent builder, and here I can just say so you can tell the action here also, right? And then once we done that, and I will just say just generate the summary using this particular prompt, this particular like action. I will copy this, and okay, so now just save it, just refresh this, generate the case summary. Hopefully this time it will work. Sometime it takes some time, mostly it should work. So it is generating the summary. So it have some issue yet. I passed the case number. Okay, okay, so it generated a summary for you, like, it looks like there was issue retrieving case from the, please double check if problem you might. Let me give us some other number. Generate case summary, because it passed this time, it has passed the correct okay, let me check my instruction. And pass case ID for generating the summary instead of case number. Let's see. Let me refresh page. Generate the case summary for 00011032. So it's generating the summary. Hopefully it will do that. Yeah, now it able to generate the summary, because sometimes like you may have to play with your prompt, right? So you need to like play with your prompt, which is good. Like sometimes you get the error in the session, which is good. So here you can see now the idea has been mapped properly, right? So this is my case number input, and like it retrieve that. First it get the case number, right? So if you see, if you have seen that, right? So when I put this generate the case summary, first it retrieving the case status, right? So with case status we get a case id, then it generate the summary. You have seen that, right? So I will just say again, generate summary. You just note there, right? It will first retrieve the case status, generate summary for case one, like 00001 023. So it see retrieving the case status, generate the case summary. So it run the two flow, because it need a case id, right? So it automatically identify like I want to run this and then run this. So now I get the summary for that also, right? So if you see, it select the Surat case management as a topic, then it get the case by case number, right? So where it pass the case number and it just get this particular response back, right? And then if you see it here, then it launched that Surat Agentforce case record summarization, where it passed in, earlier it was passing a case number, now it is properly passing this case id, right? You can see that. So once we pass the case id, we get the prompt response back, right? And that is how it's get completed, and we got the summary here. So you have to be like, you have to play, sometimes you may have to play with the prompts basically, right? So yeah, so that's what I just it's too late, like it's already 10:35. So guys, like so that is on like four things I want to discuss in today's demo, right? I hope you learn from today's demo, right? So any question from anyone, like so in, like we will have some more complex demo in upcoming session sometime, like giving live demo, like there might be some problem comes, but yeah, like it get rectified. But yeah, there might be possibility, because you have seen one of the error we get at the initially, where we are trying to get the case status. I don't know what mistake we have done, but it is throwing some kind of error. But again we have created a flow again, and it started working. Yeah. So any question from anyone, like so I hope you like this session.